couple of guys, Jenkins and Meyer, last year, and several new guys in there as well, Bill.
Well, as he tries to learn this lineup and who plays best together, he's going, 10 deep on his bench, so you'll see a bunch of different guys playing tonight.
You see Hefner there wearing number 24. A lot of these guys from the state of Wisconsin. Then UIC, the Flames, they're led by head coach Luke Yaklich in his third season as well. For the Flames, his starting five: Jace Carter, Jalen Jackson, Trey Anderson, Toby Okani, and Cameron Fenns. And we are underway. The Phoenix wearing their white uniforms tonight. UIC in those blue uniforms. Interesting trim.
That's a different look for them. We haven't seen them in a while now. They're in the Missouri Valley. Used to be a Horizon League team, of course.
Ball poked away. Flames come away with it. They want to push. As we said, 4 wins on the season already for the Flames. Coming off that successful tournament where they picked up 2 wins, had 1 loss in the Bronx over the weekend and into early last week. Meyer challenged that shot, but they get it high off the glass, and that is good by Okani.
That might be a challenge for the Phoenix. They're not very big, so we'll see if the Flames try to exploit them into paint.
Meyer, that is a long 2 ball off the front of the iron. Well, you said you want to see him get some more shots in this one.
Well, I don't know if that's really his shot, top of the key, but I'd like to see the aggressiveness on the offensive end.
Jace Carter working against Cummings. Gets to the block, is double team, triple team. Lost the handle for a second. Ends up in the hands of Fenns. Poked away by Ziegler for a second. 7 on the shot clock. Now Jackson working his way into the paint and goes high off the glass and scores again. So a couple of shots close to the hoop, high off the glass, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Flames.
Phoenix had the ball loose a couple times. They couldn't come up with the steal, and it turns into a UIC basket.
Meyer now looking for a cutter. Ziegler turned the corner, and it was broken up by Jackson. Good defense by the Flames, and that's something that's really been their hallmark this season so far.
Yeah, and turnovers. They're forcing on average 18 turnovers a game. That's pretty incredible. They turned Loyola over 25 times in their meeting just a couple of games ago, so the Phoenix have to protect the ball. That was just good, solid defense by the Flames. Just get in the passing lane.
See Meyer heading to the bench, and the freshman Donovan Short into the ball game for the first time. Short, freshman out of Denmark, Wisconsin, about 15 minutes down the road. Jenkins with the cut, had a lane, is fouled, and will head to the free throw line.
They get Trey Anderson on the bump there, as you see. Nice drive to the basket.
That's a Nate Jenkins to the line. While he goes to the line, let's take a quick look at our keys to the game, Bill.
Well, ball security, as I mentioned, the Flames have been proficient at turning over their opponents, so the Phoenix got to make sure they don't fall into that trap tonight. Got to rebound, too. The Phoenix have been out-rebounded by an average of 12 per game this year, and so that's always important, crashing the boards, right? And then make more shots. The Phoenix shooting just 40% from the floor on the season, 27% from three-point range. Sounds simple, but got to put the ball in the basket.
Well, and good job at the free throw line. They've struggled at the line so far this season, shooting just over 60% from the line, but Nate Jenkins made his first 2. Here's Anderson looking for the answer from the 3-point line, and that is off the glass on the left side. Trey Anderson.
Anderson and Carter both lead their club in 3 attempts.
Fenns blocks that shot. 6'10". Cameron Fenns out of out of Dubuque, Iowa.
The look there, but Fenns looked like he got him with the body, but there was no whistle. He was able to block the shot.
Hefner gets into the paint, has to kick it outside. And Cummings with a nice mid-range jumper. So Clarence Cummings III, out of Orlando, Florida, his first year with the Phoenix. A nice job, averaging about 9 points a game. And that three ball is good. So Trey Anderson off to a quick start for the Flames.
2 for 2 from three-point range. Extend to a 6-point UIC lead.
UIC coming off a win over Holy Cross on Tuesday, 89-66. Good job by Cummings to jump out, but the trailer was Chase Carter, who accepts the alley-oop and delivers.
Excellent vision there from Anderson. He saw Carter on his left without a defender in the way, and he laid it up the right at the rim, and he was able to slam it home.
We get a foul on the Flames here. A lot of contact in there.
O'Connor gets the foul, and he took the worst of the collision, too. As you see the alley-oop there from Anderson to Carter.
It was a nice job by Cummings to get back there and cut off the lead, or cut off the ball.
Right.
But nobody went with him defensively, and Jace Carter was the next man down. Standing play by the Flames. Coming up on the 16-minute mark, Davis with the 15-footer, short, front of the iron. Here come the Flames. Carter kicks to the corner. Good ball movement here by UIC. Now Jackson spinning. He gets in point-blank range and misses the shot. Well, good job to get to the paint. Couldn't convert. Now Jenkins, crossover, and is challenged by Fens, and Short was there for the follow-up. Cuts the lead at half, 12-6.
Jenkins on the wing. He went behind the back and blew past his defender. Couldn't finish, but fortunately Phoenix was there for the putback.
Jackson again. Now O'Connor working against Hefner. Good job by Brock to cut him off at the baseline. O'Connor tries the paint, and the ball is rebounded by Garen Davis. 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Short heads back to the block after setting that high screen. Now Cummings all the way to the hoop. Reverse layup. Clarence Cummings the third.
Nice body controls. He went up and under the rim for the reverse off the glass.
4-point game. Skobal. First shot for him and his nothing but net. Philip Skobal.
Flames now 3 for 3 from three-point range. And out to a 7-point lead.
Red hot from the outside. Donovan Short now. Puts it on the floor, draws a double team out to Hefner. Hefner for the three ball, and he answers. Well, the Phoenix are going to have to knock down a few of those to keep up with the Red Hot Flames tonight.
That's a good start for Hefner. Good confidence builder.
And we get a stoppage of play, a foul coming up, and that'll give us a break, a much needed for the break for the players. They were going back and forth for quite a while. 13:46 remaining in the first.
5 advantage in the all-time series.
Green Bay's also won 8 of the last 10 home games against the Flames. As you can see, UIC won both meetings last year. So back to action here. UIC wearing those blue uniforms.
They used to have red in there. There's no red in these uniforms anymore.
I was a little bit surprised. Do we have the right team tonight?
I do like those shoes, though. I like those blue shoes.
Blue shoes. Well, the trim on their shorts, I don't know if we can get a shot of the trim on the shorts for UIC. The skyline of Chicago. Stepping it up a little bit.
Very nice.
There's former Horizon League members joined the Missouri Valley Conference on July 1. As you see Trey Anderson at the free throw line, 71% free throw shooter. And this is a guy that finds his way to the line quite a bit.
Yeah, he shot a ton of free throws already. What is it, 55 in 6 games?
55 attempts. Yeah. That is second nationally. Made 39 of them. That's sixth nationally. And against Jacksonville State in a recent game was 15 of 20 from the free throw line. That's a lot of free throws. He might be here a while if he has another night like that. Hefner on the block. Looking for an opening. And was challenged and lost that battle. Anderson with a quick three on that one. Maybe a little too quick. Davis. .20 on the shot clock. Ryan Wade in the ball game, along with Randy Tucker for the Phoenix. And we're looking for Cade Meyer, but he went down to screen somebody. Now Hefner looking inside. Meyer grabs it, tries to use that strength. Everybody on the floor. And they will say it belongs to Green Bay.
And Meyer there with the...
So they do indeed add some more time. So it'll be 4 seconds on the shot clock. Let's take a look at Will Ryan, head coach for the Phoenix.
See what they drew up in that timeout.
Meyer fights for the offensive rebound and nothing.
Whoa.
Crowd wanted something there. Skobal is rejected at the rim.
Davis getting up for that block.
So Ryan Wade, top of the key, 15 on the shot clock, and he is fouled by Stephen Clay. Clay came off the bench. He was an instant spark defensively.
I'm always amazed. Watch the contact here. Oh, there's the block. No contact there. The other end, there was all that contact and whistle, and then we get a touch foul here at the top of the circle. Another turnover by the Phoenix.
Back in for the Phoenix, number 24.
So Meyer will check back out. Hefner back in. Yeah, they're a little too close on that pass. Went out of bounds. So just under 12 minutes remaining in this first half. Anderson will try a three again. Hefner goes and tracks down the long rebound. 6-point lead for the Flames. Phoenix looking to cut into that. Randy Tucker was with the Phoenix last year. He wears number 1. Instead they try to force it into Hefner. That's a tough pass. And really nowhere to go with that. The post players come so far out. Sometimes you're better off just getting back to the top of the key and swinging it back. Here, 17-11, a big yawn. early Saturday night game. So the Phoenix inbound after that timeout. Get it to Hefner. There's 9 on the shot clock. Little step back by Brock. Seeing quite a few shots coming up short in this one. A little heavy legs after the Thanksgiving break.
Maybe so. A moving screen there against the Phoenix. Hefner.
Phoenix foul number 24, Brock Hefner, is first, the team's third.
4th turnover of the first half for Green Bay. UIC has yet to turn it over. They lead it by 6. Started out hot from 3-point range. 3 of their first 3. They've missed their last 2 threes.
.15 on the shot clock as Jackson attacks, kicks to the corner. Looking inside to Fens. Fens gets open for the easy two-handed flush.
Well, the Phoenix tried to come in from the backside with help from Ziegler. He couldn't do anything to help Hefner down there, and Fenn's able to turn and had a wide open look.
Good dish inside, and everything is challenged at the rim here by the Flames.
Well, they lead the Missouri Valley in blocks, so they defend the rim. One thing the Phoenix is going to have to contend with, as you see there, the foul, but again, going after the shooter close to the basket.
Brock Hefner in his first season with the Phoenix. Transfer from Hawaii. Originally out of Grafton, Wisconsin.
Transfers from Hawaii to Green Bay.
I grew up in Wisconsin.
Okay.
You got to go check it out for a year. Good look at Brock heading to the bench. But closer to home. Summers are nice, right?
Summers are great. Just too short.
Not a lot of ice fishing in Hawaii, though.
No.
3 ball. Rebounded by Clay. And Stephen Clay back up with the putback.
He timed that perfectly. There were 2 defenders there and then a third. But he was able to pull it down and get it in, put it back in.
Stephen Clay, another Wisconsin product. Played his high school ball at Menominee Falls. Freshman with UIC.
Another turnover. That's 5 now for the Phoenix. Ball security, we talked about at the top. Getting a little loose with it.
And that is 5-0. UIC has yet to commit a turnover in this game.
Yeah, Green Bay on a 4-minute drought here without, well, actually they've scored only 1 point since our first media timeout. So I'm going to start finding the basket again.
Fens. Little dribble drive up top. Now Anderson trying to turn the corner. It's picked up by Meyer. 10 on the shot clock. And Okani. Who to go off of? Well, the officials will get together. And let's see, they're going to say it belongs to Green Bay. I think.
Yes, I believe you're right. You see there the miss. And, yeah, that was off of Fens. He had it. Ooh, that was close. See,
well, then Devin Ziegler got teed up.
He got called for a flop.
So
they're
free
handling
throw?
that differently this year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was a great call. I thought it might have been an offensive foul when he got hit through the shoulder in. Let's see here. Well, there was definitely contact there. I don't know if he embellished it or not, but tough call.
Our officiating crew tonight: Michael Kitts, Ronnie Tyberski, and Matthew Pelham. You might see that called a few times, especially early in the season. So try to clean that up in the NCAA.
Right. Anytime they decide to emphasize any particular rule, you see it called a lot early. Then it settles into the norm, I suppose.
Yeah, everybody kind of gets used to it. And points of emphasis. Jenkins tries to go behind the back. Good defense by Anderson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cummings, pull-up jumper from the elbow is good. Great body control that time by Cummings.
Yeah, he elevated up over his defender. Nice touch. Much needed basket for the Phoenix.
7-point game. Jack Rose in the game for the Phoenix. Fens was trying to grab that offensive rebound. Kind of an awkward attempt there.
Yeah, it was. Anderson and Ziegler really getting after it. Anderson thought he was fouled. Threw up a wild shot.
See Coach Luke Joklich Yaklich, third season. He's had quite a career. 14 years in the high school ranks before becoming an assistant coach at Illinois State, Michigan, Texas, and now the head coaching job at UIC. He's done a terrific job. Here's Ziegler with Anderson pursuing, and that'll count for 2. Offensive goaltender.
Boy, Anderson was sizing him up. You could see him looking at each other as they went down the floor.
You are, where you're from, or what you want to be.
What matters most is that we never stop learning.
Because together, we rise.
So back to live action at the Crest Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. It's been a good one this evening. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Ted Stefaniak, Bill Rabier with you. UIC wearing those blue uniforms, up 21-16.
Green Bay on a little 4-0 run here, 5-0 run actually, to cut the lead down to 5. It's 21-11, so see if they can get a stop here. Cut into that lead even more.
Scoball looking inside. The big man out on the wing. Sets a screen for Carter. Carter off balance, and they'll say he's off balance because Ziegler fouled him.
Well, by Scoball moving out, he takes Cade Meyer with him, and that opened up the middle a little bit. They tried to drive the lane there. As you see here, you get the reach-in foul there on the Phoenix, on Davin Ziegler. Just his first.
So Jace Carter to the free throw line. Sophomore guard out of Titusville, Florida. You're looking at the high schools that these guys went to. You go to Titusville.
You go to Astronaut High.
That's pretty cool. That's unusual.
Yeah. Down on the Space Coast there on the Florida coast.
Jay's having a great start to the season. 16 points a game. Jenkins misfires. Jack Rose grabs the offensive rebound, keeps it alive. 20 seconds put back on the shot clock, and Ziegler goes high off the glass. He was challenged by O'Connor.
I thought that was a lob to Cade Meyer. It went off the glass and in. That was an unusual looking shot. But it produced the desired effect. That's all that really matters.
Scoball tries the three. Hefner got a hand in his face, and O'Connor kept it alive. Extra opportunity here for the Flames, and then looks like Carter may have stepped on the line.
Yeah. Break for the Phoenix there. One of those 50-50 balls on a rebound that UIC kicked with. And then fortunately for Green Bay, Carter turned it over. Just their second turnover for UIC.
Hefner running the baseline. The ball in the hands of Jack Rose. Now into Meyer. Meyer looking for Ziegler. And I think they've got this away from the ball.
Flames foul number 1.
They call it on Jackson.
His second, the team 7.
So they do call it on ball. So Ziegler heads to the free throw line. Maybe they were looking at the contact. It was a pretty good wrestling match happening on the opposite block. So Davin Ziegler out of Cleveland, Ohio, and that one falls off the rim. Ziegler with a couple of seasons at Bowling Green, last year at Indian Hills Community College. Anderson finishes with the left. Trey Anderson, he came in averaging over 15 points per game. And he's already got 8 in this one.
Well,
he's got more than 8. He's got 12. No, He's back to 10. Thank you. We'll call it somewhere in there. I'm looking at 3 different stats.
He's between 8 and 12.
Yeah. Let's call it 10. Good ball fake. Wide open shot. Then Jenkins grabs the rebound. Under 6 to play in the first half. Ziegler now. Long 3 ball and goes out of bounds.
Probably not the shot Will Ryan was looking for, and Ziegler will get a chance to think about it as he comes out now.
And Coach Ryan not too happy with that shot.
Been a good battle, though, between he and Trey Anderson to this point. Anderson showing the ability to hit the 3 and drive to the basket. Good both inside-outside game.
Carter. Hand in the face did not matter that time. Jace Carter.
That's his second bucket. He's got 5.
Davis draws the double. That left Meyer wide open.
Cade Meyer now 1 of 8 from three-point range on the season. I don't think that's his shot either.
Davis stripped him, but it will belong to the Flames underneath their hoop. 14 seconds on the shot clock. So Cummings back in, Meyer back out. Now 1 of 8 from the 3-point line. And again, that's for the season, so he's not taking a lot. But you said pretty good shooting percentage. Very effective
overall,
when he gets in
right.
the paint.
Right.
Davis grabs the rebound.
That three-point shot, though, everybody wants to take it. No matter how big you are or what position you play, they'd love to get out there beyond the arc.
Hefner spins it back inside. Brock Hefner.
About as good as move as I've seen him make so far this year. Nice drive to the lane and then drop the left shoulder toward the baseline for the easy bucket.
Big drop step, seals the defender. Textbook, right?
Yep.
Anderson left side again and counted, and a free throw coming up.
Well, he gets to the line, as we said. Point play. He's had a terrific first half.
Graduate assistant out of Tacoma, Washington. His second trip to the free throw line. Now 3 of 3 at the free throw line. So 13 points in the game for Trey Anderson. And again, he's been averaging 15. We got over 3 minutes left in this first half. He might reach his season average now. Look at Brock Hefner again. A big move in the paint.
Able to spin his way around the big Cameron Fens and then finish as well with Fens defending.
Anderson secures that one. Davis was all over him. Good, strong defense. Carter with the miss. Fens kept it alive. A long reach in that 6'10 frame. And then O'Connor. Wow.
Nice
little finesse.
Yeah, little step back in the lane. But it started, though, with the rebound by Fens, who was able to get over the top of Hefner.
Let's see if they want to go back inside to Hefner. They got something cooking with him. Fens is a taller player, but Hefner has been a little bit quicker. This time they leave Carter inside to help double team. 3 ball is good by Randy Tucker.
Good decision by Hefner, too. He made 2 really nice low post moves tried to make a third. It wasn't there for him, and he was able to find the open man on the wing for the three.
And again, that's all set up by the fact that Hefner's able to beat his man one-on-one. You got to leave somebody in. Now somebody's open. You're going to double team.
But he's feeling it too, and it's easy to take that shot when you're feeling it. And a good decision by him to not take the shot and kick it out.
So Connie now, 6 points in the game for him. And Hefner stays with it.
Okay,
Brock Hefner, 10 points in the game.
We've seen the drop step, we've seen the spin move, and now the dribble down the lane.
10 points, that's already a season high. For Hefner, there's the rejection. And they're going to have a foul in there. Who are they going to call it on? They're going to get Davis on the foul. I was going to say that the block looked pretty clean by Hefner, but it was the man underneath Davis that got into him with the body. So another look at it. Yeah, it was Davis that got in there.
Hit him with the body for sure. Back to the line now for Trey Anderson, who's now 4. Hasn't missed many shots tonight. He's 4 out of 7 from the floor. And now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And a game-high 14. Meanwhile, their leading scorer, Carter, has only 5. That's kind of scary. Here they are 115 in the first half, and he's had a very quiet first half. I imagine he'll try to be a little bit more aggressive in the second half.
Closing in on the minute mark. That pass is broken up. O'Connor knocked it away. O'Connor forces his way inside, and that is blocked. And they'll say it went off one of the Phoenix players. O'Connor wanted the foul.
Well, if the shot was blocked, it had to be off the Phoenix, right? The crowd doesn't like the call, but we'll see here. No, that is not a good call. That he brought it back after he got his hand on the ball, and then he threw it right out of bounds.
And
I think Will got teed up.
Yeah, before the shot. So it's going to go on the bench. Didn't see what happened there.
Well, I didn't see if they showed that replay on the big board that we just saw with the block and out of bounds. That was a bad call. It should have been Phoenix basketball. Maybe that's what Will saw, and maybe that's what he was reacting to.
And Anderson with a miss.
See, he missed the free throw.
So he's been there a lot. As we said, one of the nation's leaders in free throws.
That's bench. It wasn't on Will. Yeah. Yeah, that was on assistant coach Pritzel.
So we play on under a minute to go here. Inbound to O'Connor. 15 on the shot clock. Yeah, that could have been a potential double dribble there. So he lost the handle for a second, and now off the foot of O'Connor. Well, neither team really happy with the officials right now.
Nor are the fans, although they do cheer that call. Goes the other way, up and under, and finished there too. And here's the decision to kick it out for the three. So good first half by Brock Hefner, 10 points. Help keep this Phoenix in this ball game.
20 seconds on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. Meyer, top of the key, gives it to Cummings. 5 on the shot clock. inside to Meyer, and he's tied up by Schobal.
Well, they bailed him out there with that foul. The Phoenix really were standing around,
1
just
second.
letting time come off the clock, and it's like, you got to move.
1 second on the shot clock. That'll drive coaches crazy. As you mentioned, bailed him out with a foul. That's always tough, though, for the post defender to see that shot clock behind him. Let's stand up for the post players every once in a while. Cade Meyer at the free throw line. Meyer, a true sophomore out of Monroe, Wisconsin. Leading returning scorer from last season for the Phoenix.
Now, for a big man, he doesn't get to the line very often. That was just his 6th and 7th attempts from the free throw line on the season.
Couple rebounds. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. All right, so 4.4 seconds for the Flames to work with here in the first half. They give it to Anderson. Kick to the corner. Schobal will take the last shot off the mark, and we have reached halftime. The visitors from UIC leading Green Bay 36-29. We'll take a timeout to win here at home, looking for their first victory of the season.
Let's see what they can do against Trey Anderson. I mean, he's got 16. No one else in the UIC lineup has more than 6. The Phoenix have been pretty balanced, led by Brock Hefner's 10. They've got more balanced scoring.
So we're underway here in the second half at the Crest Center in Green Bay. 3 ball off the mark. Saw the beginning of this game. The Flames couldn't miss from the 3-point line.
And that was Carter, and he had a quiet first half. Not surprised that he would take the first shot for them to start the second half.
Carter had 5 points and a turnover on Cade Meyer. So Carter had 5, Jackson had 2, Anderson, as you talked about, 16 points. O'Connor had 6 for the Flames. Green Bay was led by Hefner with 10, and Cummings had 6, Ziegler 4.
Good hands there. Carter with a backdoor cut. He was open. The Phoenix got in the pass lane, got a hand on it. I believe it was Meyer. Knocked it out of bounds to save possession so far.
You talk about the turnover roster-wise for the Phoenix. This Flames team also went through quite a turnover as well. Only 3 returning lettermen from last season. They lost 10 guys from last season. So Connie hits the shot. He's another guy to keep an eye on, I think, in the second half.
That's the second time we've seen him with that little step-back floater. That nice touch.
There's a steal. Anderson. Alley-oop over the top, and it's Jace Carter on the receiving end.
Second time they've combined on the old alley-oop dunk. Carter giving an extra little hang on the rim there. He's got 7.
Quick start here by the Flames early in the second half. Hefner. Couple free throws coming up.
Otani gets called here. See, he got him right across the arms there. I thought actually his hand got in between his arms. He did come over the top. So Hefner to the line.
Yeah, Hefner did a good job protecting the ball with that offhand. Gets to the free throw line. Yeah, we talked about the Phoenix and their struggles from the line already this season. Shooting 62% from the line this season. And at about 67% now in this game. Connie looking for an opening. Good job by Meyer to stay in front. Now Hefner with the steal. Ziegler leading the charge. Poked away. Here comes Anderson. Another alley-oop. That time they were looking for O'Connor on the backside, and he is fouled.
Phoenix with a really good defensive stop as Hefner got his hand into the passing lane and knock it loose, as you'll see. But this alley-oop doesn't go down. The foul from behind there as Cummings gets caught.
So Toby O'Connor out of orange jersey.
After that steal, though, the Phoenix didn't have numbers. I thought it was a forced shot here at the other end. There, Ziegler was 1-on-3 there. Didn't really have it. It might have been better served to pull it back out and set it up.
O'Connor coming off a 20.13 rebound game and a win over Holy Cross on Tuesday. A couple of free throws here, and he's up to 10 points in this one. 12-point lead once again for the Flames.
O'Connor gets caught with his hand there, reaching. That's 3 on him. Meyer tried to hand it off to Hefner, and O'Connor got in between him and gets called for the foul.
Yaklich will try to protect O'Connor a little bit with the 3 fouls. Clay Stevens back in the game. Stevens provided some nice minutes in the first half for the Flames. Stevens, Clay.
Recognition there by Cummings as he had Fens on him, and they had the mismatch down low with, I believe it was Jackson on Hefner, or Anderson on Hefner, and the big size advantage was able to go over the top.
Anderson just too tough down around the block. He's done a little bit of everything from everywhere tonight.
He's a good-looking player. Not a big guy, just 6'1", but he is not afraid to go down low.
Well, you get those graduate guys. They just know so much.
Yeah.
Got that experience. That's hard to replicate. With the offensive foul. Get Jackson on that.
Jalen Jackson lowered the shoulder into Ziegler, just about sent him.
Yeah, Jackson's in some foul trouble now, too, as he picks up his 3rd. So out he goes. And Christian Jones checks into the ball game. Well, see if the Phoenix can take advantage of this foul trouble for the Flames. Down by 12 here, closing in on the 6-minute mark, second half. Hefner looking for an opening. Now Davis. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. And Anderson grabs the rebound.
Get him off.
And Stephen Clay with the push from behind.
Off the miss by Jace Carter, who is now 1 of 5 from three-point range.
Coach Yaklich say, hey, no more fouls, guys. 4 team fouls in the first 4 minutes of the half.
Well, tough pass. Who's that up?
I can say it went off one of the Phoenix players.
Yeah.
So
like
it will
Hefner
belong
had a hand in there.
to UIC when
Or what you want to be.
What matters most is that we never stop learning.
Because together we rise.
So UIC to inbound the ball under their own hoop. 15:48 remaining in the second half. Ted Stefaniak, Bill Rabier with you on the call tonight. And creating a little space there. Christian Jones gets the bucket, his first points of the night.
Little lean in. You say get a little space, no whistle. They extend to a 14-point lead. Phoenix need to get some stops and get some buckets at this end. Another UIC foul.
Boy, and Clay coming over to help out, and they get Jones on the foul.
You know, it looks like the Phoenix are going to be shooting free throws here not too long. That's the good news. The bad news is they're not a great free throw shooting team.
Closing in on that 15-minute mark of the second half. Clay looks inside, takes the screen from Fenn. Fenn's, finds the cutter. Well, bobbled it for a second, but I tell you what, Christian Jones made a terrific adjustment to get the finish.
Yeah, great recovery. It looked like he was going to lose it out of bounds, and somehow he was able to gain control and flip it up there with the left hand.
Back-to-back buckets by Jones off the bench. Well, you thought, maybe the Phoenix can take advantage of some foul trouble by the Flames, but Jones comes off the bench for two, and there's Cade Meyer.
Well, they took advantage of, again, that mismatch down low as Meyer had his man Fenn switch off of him. He had an easy two. See if they can force that a little bit. Exploit that more.
Well, Hefner will try. He's stuck on the block. He'll have to take the shot and stays with it. So Brock Hefner putting on a little show here in Green Bay in his first home game for the Phoenix.
The UIC had him stopped. They doubled him on the post, and then the one man left, and it gave him a room to operate, and he was able to put it in.
Well, Hefner came into this game. He's started all 6 games so far this season, but he was averaging 4 points a game on the road. Tonight, he seems to have found a new confidence level, and he looks good tonight.
Yeah. Again, excellent footwork. And he's made good decisions with the basketball.
So here's Jace Carter.
That foul was on Ziegler for Green Bay, his second, and Carter to the line, where he's now 1 of 3. 8 points. He averages 16. He hasn't really looked for his shot too much tonight as he misses the second. He's only attempted 6 field goals.
Well, you pointed out at the second half, you better keep an eye on Mr. Carter. Cummings looking inside to Myers, but that was broken up by Carter.
Offense, he tried to go coast to coast. Pretty much out of control, though, the whole way down the down the floor. He couldn't control the basket.
The ball took a really weird hop. Did it hit a foot? No, it just kind of lost the handle.
He couldn't rein it in there.
And good defense by the Phoenix. Turnovers for the Flames. Green Bay with 10 turnovers in the game. Davis held up by Jackson. And Jackson, who just got back into the game, is going to pick up his 4th.
He didn't even work up a sweat.
Well,
coming off the bench. Now he's probably going to
Coach Lockledge
go back.
Lockledge took a chance here, getting him back in this early. And
well, he clearly fouled him. He had his left hand in there, wrapped it up. So he's going to come back out.
So Garen Davis at the free throw line. And the free throw woes continue for the Phoenix. Scoball. Well, he hasn't been afraid to pull the trigger on a few three-pointers tonight. Jenkins. will go to the free throw line. And the Flames aren't giving up anything easy in the paint right now.
Well, as we said, they lead the Missouri Valley in block shots. Jenkins tried to use a little head fake. Didn't work too effectively, but he did get the foul and makes the first free throw. The Phoenix now 7 of 11 from the free throw line.
You talked about UIC with those block shots. They've already got 4 in this game. So a couple of free throws by Jenkins. That'll help the cause. 49-38. Hefner back into the game.
Well, they're going to have to make their free throws since they're going to stay in this one, and they're going to have an opportunity because they're already in the bonus. Yeah, travel. Yeah. Garen Davis got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, the defender did a really good job to disrupt that pass, and it had to be a high arcing pass. That disrupted the whole timing of the play. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed by this UIC defense. They are just swarming. And it is shown statistically on a national level so far in this season. Cummings. That one is poked away, but collected by Tucker.
That's one of the things they do so well. There's a hand in every passing lane, it seems like.
Trying to find the open man. They close quickly. 5 on the shot clock. Cummings at the buzzer. Got it off in time, but will have a hold on the rebound against the Flames.
It's going to go on Gary, I believe. It excellent defense
against each other. By working together, the league can create meaningful and impactful change. Learn more at horizonleague.com/1HL or by searching #1HL on social media. Andy Tucker at the free throw line for the Phoenix. Maybe a returning player from last year. Makes this a 9-point game, under 12 to play. Clay. 3. Oh, it hung on the rim and falls in for the Flames. Everybody held their breath for a second.
I don't know what to say about that. That was a thing about die down the rim.
Wow.
Touch
This
foul.
kind of sucked the air out of the building for a second, didn't it?
Watch this.
Watch
this thing. Just doink.
Oh. They're not going to show it on the big board here in the stadium. They don't want to suck the air out again. Gary Davis at the free throw line.
Now that's their 10th team foul. 11-10 left, and the Phoenix in the double bonus now, and they'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way. If they can make them, they'll keep them in this ball game. That cuts it back to 10.
That is a lot of time to go shooting those free throws. And the free throws don't reset on the men's college basketball game. Ooh. Carter, whistle comes in. It seemed to be a little bit late. And Will Ryan can't believe it.
Wow, it was a little bit late. It's like a clean play. I don't know.
Well, we'll take another look.
A backdoor cut. Yeah, I don't know. Late foul on Rose. Sends Jace Carter to the line.
It was hard to tell if he made contact on the wrist, but the officials saw it.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's like because he missed, they called something. You know, that's kind of an NBA thing. But Carter now just 1 out of 5 from the line.
Gets the second one.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Now 2 for 6. So he hasn't shot the ball very well here tonight. A quiet night, just 9 points for their leading scorer, Jace Carter, who averages 16.
Yeah, had a really good tournament in the Bronx. 22 points, 10 rebounds against Jacksonville State, followed up by a 28-point game against Stonehill.
Right.
So it will be UIC ball.
Common foul on Phoenix, number 21, Jack Rose, his second.
So it was on Rose on the screen. And they'll leave it at that. So we play on. 53-42. Anderson. That's about as wide of a lane that we've seen open for anyone in this game tonight.
And he does it with either hand. I mean, he's had 2 really good drives with the left hand, that time with the right hand. It's hard to defend a guy that's that adept with either hand.
And they're going to get Cummings on the offensive foul. There was contact on the block.
That's a no call if you ask me.
So under 10 to go. Phoenix looking for another stop here. Anderson again tries that right rail. This time kicks it out. Carter cut off. Did he get it off in time? No. Shot clock violation.
Nice job defensively for Green Bay. They forced Anderson to give it up as he tried to drive the lane again, and then Carter couldn't get the basket either, and he kicked it out. They didn't have time left for the 3.
8th turnover of the ball game for the Flames.
This turned into a whistle
yes.
fest here.
I was just thinking the same thing. So we have already, we reached the 10 foul limit for the Flames about 2 minutes ago.
Right. This has happened. I see this happen so often where the first half is officiated differently than the second half.
So Hefner at the free throw line, and it's been a bright spot for the Phoenix tonight.
He's their only player in double figures with 14. They need to find someone else to step up.
O'Connor trying to spin back on Tucker. And the Phoenix will get the ball with 9:02 remaining in the game.
O'Connor looking for the foul. That wasn't there.
Well, an opportunity to get this back to 10 points or less. And Hefner. Now Anderson, left side, and a foul.
Phoenix foul number 0, Davis.
Davis didn't think he got him.
Was that in the act? No. It's going to the free throw line like it was, so they're going to give him 2.
8th free throw attempt of the game for Trey Anderson.
They're 10 of 15 from the line now.
And they came in shooting 66% as a team.
Yeah. Not great either. He does make the second.
Anderson 7 of 9 from the free throw line. And a turnover. Back come the Flames, and Okani with an easy layup. Well, we just talked about getting back to 10 points, maybe single digits.
And they've turned it over in their last 2 possessions. Now 13, now 12 on the game. No, I'm sorry, that's up to 14. Now everyone's standing around. We got to get some movement. Or a foul.
Flames foul number 3.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, the way Hefner has played, he's been able to make some moves on the block. I think everyone's kind of watching to see what he does. Now, he has done a good job once he's been picked up or double-teamed, finding the open player on the opposite end.
Phoenix without a 3 here in this second half. They've only tried 2, they haven't made one, so they might be starting to think about those. Down 15 with 8 minutes to go.
Garen Davis. Davis held scoreless in their loss against Utah Valley on Sunday. And Davis with 4 points, all from the free throw line tonight. 13-point game, under 8 minutes to go. Anderson with a miss. Jenkins all the way to the hoop. Hits the deck. No call. Back come the Flames. Okani out on the break. And a free throw coming up for Toby Okani. Been a frustrating game for the Phoenix. They tried for culminating in Indianapolis, March 6th and 7th at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Come join the excitement and find out who will reach the horizon. For more information, go to horizonleague.com/Indy. So Toby Okani at the free throw line for UIC. He was fouled before that last timeout.
That gives him 13, 3 or 4 from the line. And the only other player in double figures for UIC other than Trey Anderson. Green Bay, meanwhile, is just one player in double figures, and that's Brock Hefner, who's not in the game right now. We'll see who can step up on the offensive end.
So we have seen 33 fouls called in this game, and we have shot 40 free throws. 7:22 remaining in this one. Phoenix trying to cut into this 15-point lead by the Flames. Cummings gets all the way to the hoop, and that does not fall in. Wow. It's been that kind of night for Green Bay. Saw a similar shot like that by UIC earlier in the game where it hung on the rim and then fell in. No doubt about that one from Fens.
A nice dish from Anderson. He's got 6 assists to go along with his 21 points.
Cameron Fens, 4 points, 3 rebounds in the game. Get the push on Fens.
Just 2 on him, so he's not in foul trouble, but the Phoenix will shoot 2. Cade Meyer. He's 2 for 2 tonight. 6 points for Meyer.
Knocks down the first free throw. Meyer had a nice game against the Badgers. Wisconsin game down in Madison, a 13-point game. 3 rebounds. And Meyer from Monroe, Wisconsin. That's in the backyard of Madison.
Right. Get fired up to play the Badgers.
So full court pressure applied by the Phoenix. You might see that throughout the rest of the game here, Bill.
They got to do something. Down 15, and times are wasted. 6 minutes to go, and UIC kind of slowing it down now.
They just had a clear out there for Anderson, and he got to the hoop again. 23 points in the game for Trey Anderson.
So quick, and again, a little crossover move, and he was all alone in the lane. Haven't really had an answer for Trey Anderson tonight.
Been outstanding. Benz. Yeah, Meyer was looking to make a move on Fens, but he just swallowed him up.
Well, he backed himself into a bad spot. He was trying to go baseline, but if he'd been able to turn to baseline, he would have been under the basket or behind the basket. So then he tried to pass it off, and Anderson got caught with the reach.
So Randy Tucker at the free throw line.
We've been talking bad about the Phoenix free throw shooting all night. They're 17 and 22 now. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, much better. I mean, they've really turned it up here in the second half. Shooting nearly 80%. A lot of opportunities to work on that free throw percentage tonight, to be sure. And Carter. Wow, off-balance shot, and Jace Carter, the leading scorer this season for the Flames, is back into the scoring column. He's got 11 points in this one. Oh, hanging in the air, Ziegler. Quickly on the other end, Carter is fouled.
UIC is remaining aggressive here. Phoenix trying to press. There you see Ziegler goes up and under. He had Fens right there, but he was able to hang long enough to get underneath and flip it back with the left hand.
Great body control.
Yeah, nice job.
Jace Carter to the free throw line. Free throw number 7 for him, number 8 coming up. And he has struggled from the line tonight.
Yeah, now 2 of 7. He may yet get to his season average. He's got 11 points, as you pointed out, 5 minutes to go. A little over.
Carter good on the other one. So 3 of 8 from the line is Carter. 12 points in the game for him. Carter with 12, Anderson with 23. O'Connor has 14 for the Flames. Hefner remains the only Phoenix player in double digits. He's got 14. Under 5 remaining in the game.
See Fens there on Ziegler. There's a mismatch down low. They can't get it to him, but they do go to the line.
Play foul number 5, Toby O'Connor, is 4th.
Well, free throw number 25 coming up for the Phoenix. And it'll be Clarence Cummings the third. A couple years at Hillsboro. Spent last season at State College of Florida, where he averaged about 12 points a game. He's coming off a nice performance against Utah Valley, where he had 16 points, 6 of 9 shooting. Mm. 67-52. The Flames, we'll see if they want to change anything up here in the final 5 minutes. Try to run a little more clock here. Just keep going. The answer is keep going. I think that's a good strategy, too. I mean, they've done a nice job attacking, finding the open player all night long.
Yeah, it's still 4 minutes to go. I mean, not quite time to go four corners.
Princeton four corners?
The modern day version of that, whatever it is.
Whatever you can do in 30 seconds, right?
Right.
And Jace Carter with the miss. Well, some opportunities here for the Phoenix. They've been shooting about 40% from the field overall tonight. Just 2 of 9 from that three-point line. Well, we saw them this is only their first home game of the regular season. We saw them in the exhibition season about a month ago. That first exhibition season, everybody wanted to shoot a three in that one. Of course, a lot of time has passed there. You kind of figure out your teammates and style of play.
I don't remember how many they took in the first one, but it was over 20, I believe.
Was that the first half?
No. They only attempted 9 threes here tonight. A lot of the reason is this guy, Brock Hefner's had a night tonight that hopefully will help his confidence level. He's going up against a big defender, too, and he's more than held his own.
Well, his previous season high was 8 points. He's got 15 in this one. Here's Cummings. Picked up at the rim. Let's count the bucket, and a free throw coming up for Clarence.
Good break there by the Phoenix as Cummings got out in front, got the pass. I don't know who they called first. I thought it was on Clay all the way. He was the only defender there. As Clarence Cummings III goes for the three-point play.
So back to a 12-point game. Time running out here, but still enough time for the Phoenix to mount a comeback if you get the steal and the layup, and they miss the layup on the other end. Oh, my goodness. Well, you got the first stop. Back inside to Hefner. There you go.
Well, Davis, I thought he was going to go for the dunk and then the layup. He just kind of mistimed everything.
10-point game. No harm. Looking for another stop. O'Connor. Bumped by Hefner. And I think they're going to say before he gathered for the shot.
Phoenix foul number 24, Brock Hefner, his third.
3 on Brock.
Nope, they are going to say he gathered. I thought initially they waved it off. Waved off the shot. But
well, they're in the bonus anyway.
Oh, double bonus. There you go. Yep. That's right. We've had some fouls in this game.
Yeah, I've had some. All right, Connie misses there.
$16 personal fouls for the Phoenix tonight. 25 personal fouls called on the Flames. O'Connor gets the second one, and Fens will check back into the game for Skobal. $11-point game, 3 minutes to go. Phoenix looking for a little run. Trying to get it to single digits. Hefner working against Fens. Oh, what a move, and Fens with the foul. I'll tell you what, so impressed by the footwork of Hefner in this game tonight.
Yeah, we didn't see this early in the year from him. This time he starts with his back, faces him, and then has a nice spin move there with the left hand. Got fouled and goes back to the line. He's got a little mouse under his left eye, too. It's been that kind of game. It's been a physical game.
Hefner 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 6 of 9 from the field. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Rolls that one in. 19 points in the game for Brock Hefner.
It's a 3-possession game now here with 2.5.
Back inside. And Jace Carter. Oh, look at the strength of Carter. Absorbs the contact and finishes.
We could hear the hand on the ball from here. The thump. You watch here. He had 2 hands on it. Takes the pressure, puts it in. There's a little flexing on the ground there to the line. So Carter, with this free throw, if he can make it, would reach his 16-point average.
And there it is. Completes the 3-point play. The foul was on Davis. So Ziegler that got in there and slapped the ball that you heard. But the foul came from Davis with the body. Under 2:30 to play. Back to a 12-point lead for the visitors from UIC. Cummings, double team, drew a triple team as he spun back into the middle of the paint.
A little surprised they haven't, a little surprised the Phoenix haven't looked for the 3 at all. They've only taken 2 this half. They missed them both. Maybe that's why they're not looking for them.
2 of 9 from the 3-point line for the game are the Phoenix. Yes, Anderson, that is a tough shot. And Coach Yaklich will take a timeout with 1:47. Conference play also opening up for the first time in the Missouri Valley Conference for the UIC Flames. The Valley opener is going to be played on Wednesday for UIC. 1:40 remaining in this one. Ziegler finds an opening, gets to the hole. 75-62, 90 seconds to play. Look out.
Good pressure by the Phoenix. They forced a turnover.
Did you see how I was ready to?
I saw you.
I was ready.
Your reaction. Good.
Several years ago, we were in this situation, and I cannot remember who jumped on the table and took out both me and my partner. Looked like a couple of weebles.
Happens. Had an incident in Milwaukee several years ago, too, on the radio side.
Yeah, it's better to just sit here and talk about the game. You don't be part of the action. Yeah. Those years are long past.
Yep.
Minute to go here at the Crest. Well, Bill, as you look at this Phoenix squad, they dropped to 0-6 tonight. That's a tough UIC team, but I think you saw some positive things come out of this Green Bay game tonight.
Well, Brock Hefner for sure has been a positive. It's very good to see him, and hopefully this game, like I said, will build some confidence for him. He's going up against a big defender tonight in Fens, who's 6'10", and he's done a really nice job, shown some really good footwork down low. Hit a 3. Not necessarily probably what you want him doing, but you love the post work from Hefner tonight.
Jace Carter with the free throws. He's up to 18 points in the game. Trey Anderson checked out of the game during that free throw. Anderson will end up being the leading scorer for UIC with 25 points tonight. Carter with 18. As Davis misses that shot.
Just the third 3 attempt for the Phoenix in the half. There's number 4. That was way off, too, so maybe that's why they're not shooting him.
Well, we will get to see some more free throws, though.
Well, they need to practice there, too, but they've done a nice job from the line. 77% tonight from the free throw line.
And Jenkins goes to the free throw line.
Green Bay 24 of 31 from the free throw line, and UIC has taken 29 free throws. So we've reached the 60 mark, and that's the 61st free throw of the night.
Early in the season.
I don't remember a game that seen this many free throws.
I do. I think the first home opener, I wanted to say it's 2018. We saw a game like this. It was a Friday afternoon game. I can only remember because I was trying to get to a high school football game, and we had 65 free throws. Final seconds now. Brock Hefner will end up being the leading scorer for the Phoenix with 19 points tonight. Clarence Cummings, the third, the only other player for the Phoenix in double digits. He had 10 points. And again, Trey Anderson leading all scorers with 25 for the Flames.
Yeah, he just had a terrific night tonight. Trey Anderson was unstoppable.
Without a doubt. The Phoenix dropped to 0-6 on the season. They'll be back on the court on Thursday when they host Milwaukee. That game will be at the Resch Center here in Green Bay. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip.